Hello, good people. I'm Dr. L. Brown,
And I'm Ricky too.
and we are going to share a memory today. A memory that gave me warm and fuzzies at the time, and something that I think back to quite often. Um, One day, we were going to Ninja B,
Yeah.
and that was like your favorite thing.
My favorite thing, because back in the old days, I was a fan to Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, you were a huge Ninja Warrior fan. So we would drive out to Maryland to go to this place, Ninja B. And the other thing that he really liked to do is go to Chinese food restaurants. So after going to Ninja B, we would drive into a Chinese food restaurant.
Yeah, we drive to a Chinese food restaurant. And we found a hair, and we found like a hair in your food.
Oh gosh. Yes, we found.
And it wasn't your hair, right?
No, it wasn't my hair. It wasn't my hair because my hair is curly and that hair was long and straight. So
It was disgusting.
it really was. So we don't do buffets anymore. Well, COVID's happened now, so we don't do buffets. But after that, I was kind of grossed out by that. But we did find a hair in our food that night. But that's not the part of the memory that gives me the warm and fuzzies. The memory part that gives me the warm and fuzzies is the conversation
Of the attachments.
yes, of the attachment that we had on the car right there when you were explaining to me just out of the blue. He was like,
Or there's like an unusual string that attaches to me and you will never break.
yeah, he said there's a string.
Like no matter how many times you go around the world, the string will always be there. Like it feels like a rubber band, but instead of snapping when it reaches to the limit, it grows longer.
Right. So can you imagine like in the car being tired and all of a sudden your kid is like, Mom, there's a string that's attached to me and attached to you and it'll never break. It can go around the world.
Almost like slime.
It's almost like slime.
Like the stretchiest slime. Like the more you stretch it, the longer it gets.
So the more you stretch it, the longer it
And
gets.
you can't break it.
And it can't break. And why is our attachment like that, Ricky, too?
Because that's how love is. Love cannot break. Love is almost really impossible to break.
Love is impossible to break.
Yes.
And there's a lot of love between there's a lot of love between me and you.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that, when you're pouring love into your child, again and again, and sometimes as parents, we feel like we're doing and doing and doing. We don't know if the things that we're pouring into our children, they're going to like this deep well that can never be filled, or if we're actually going to be able to feel and see some of the gratitude and the love that we pour into our children. So on that particular day, when it was a long day, I was in a PhD program, I was really tired, and just to have my child whose love bucket I am constantly pouring into take time and pour into mine. That day, that goes down as one of my favorite days ever. What are you looking at? What do you see?
Look at all the notes here.
You're looking at all the musical notes on your shirt. He's a musician. So I just want to take time to say thank you. Thank you for expressing that love to me. And I'm glad that we have a love bond that will never break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, families, thank you for allowing me to share with you what my son was able to express to me. And one last thought. Again, as the mother of a child with autism, sometimes you feel like you're pouring into your children and you don't know what you're going to see.
No matter how many times you stretch that love, it will never break.
No matter how many times you stretch that love, it'll never break. And I still need to hear that now. So as parents, we value and we treasure those moments when our kids turn around and pour into our love bucket. So in the busyness of our day, let's be intentional about looking for those moments and take those moments when they happen and store them deep in your heart. So when you're having those days that are more stressful than others, you have that space to pull from of that day when your baby poured into your love bucket. From our family to yours, we wish you love and peace and happiness.
And happiness.
And that string that goes around the world forever and ever, and never breaks.
Yes.
Never,
Ever.
ever,
Ever.
ever,
Ever.
ever
Breaks.
breaks. All right, from our family to yours. Bye.